Alpha OneTV, share my now for no lovers in the share, subscribe and like mighty for me and Kesi something. In Mr. Brana, a year chief just a Tokono, a year office no, as a year the CJ for the Republic of Ghana, no, near me bring a course between a CJ Nanka Semono and the Afenyo markings, plus a speaker and Bagbin or a Becca Parliament. And you may see our Parliament and Afenyo markings fast as some no Eliquada a Supreme Court in any data information at Sebatoja and Yas of Gotono. Now, right now, no, na NDC be a Bible in Tia release a year. Name be a year speaker and Baby a catcher. I have your markings. Baby and nature, my Abu Grandpa, you moving camp aunt, do say statement campo, adding. Sa party ante the same somehow can just say Afenyo markings are like credibility power. Now the way the speaker bamba be a fire a year Afenyo markings and then some get to I ask them be or catch a Afenyo markings say name Afenyo marketing and a Supreme Court not the court a year or so as we all know as CJ Tokono. And yeah, those names are a insanity. Meaning it doesn't make any sense. Just all I say. It doesn't have your market like credibility into no is animal. Or can't we say, or can't we see and then walk out a year the minority for a year. And then man for your market see no, or say can pay crumple their mind in this amanukono. Because the more always I work out, ye pee, here and share. Now waiting, oh my end a year MPP wide, and why a tiny economy. Come in good tears a year fire riding or their fire a year from your market about near the commercial at also.
And another one, according to Niamusi, a year ECOWAS court crying serve Parliament of Ghana. Yeah, and any. On Grafway, I'm working out.
I think about the Afenyo market and ni conduct from the time of assuming office as a majority leader, now minority leader. You remember some Kesi which was a problem to the office of that majority leadership and the party MPP at the time.
That's right.
Looking at the conduct, because I will share. Nyana owo akonyana so o say wo su wo ye obi a relationship sunu your interpersonal relationship apt, but who share the posture of Afenyo market right from the very good as obi a as only obi akofi as oba always emotional. And you see who a leader especially at that level now ma level of emotion override with sense of judgment, you always get it wrong. And I told you say when he took Parliament to the Supreme Court, at the time now, discussing
the vacant seats
issue. No, these are issues that could have been resolved within the presence of Parliament, looking at existing procedures. But they wanted to flex his muscles. So let me use the law. And I told you that, given within the spirit of the separation of powers, where you have the judiciary, legislative, and executive relationship. So when tread cautiously, everybody will be flexing muscle within the president and nothing will move. Tell me, when the Supreme Court now ruled against whatever against Parliament, what happened? Were they able to make progress?
No. Because
Parliament said we are here. We are within our precinct. So you have made your law. My quiet because law breaking into the walls. I dictate your pace, man. When we have the rules of engagement within Parliament,
they were even telling you Omra number implementing.
It kept nothing. And you know what has happened today is an extension of the exhibition of ignorance, which he feels say or you been but what they are disciplined ignorance, and that's why the speaker is telling him say send the Supreme Law Court of this land and make pronouncement on a case. Now we see there is a court outside Ghana.
That's right.
A case pending. Law bend the way Constitution say you case for Ghana ha. Now will be the case no court ECOWAS court, and the year it stays whatever ruling that has been given out within our cause until the determination of the court outside Ghana before we move. This is insanity. Now let me black with you. And you know, I'm happy the speaker was quick to point to me that look, because Muni Injinasobia in this case too. As you are doing what we call the patrolling. Okay. When you have absolutely nothing to argue on. And that's why in law. FM 92.3. You can say you cannot put something on nothing.
That's right.
For it to stand. And so Afenyo market you know say banu mbran semua onfa emotions into fear or bafia nyamfa mbran kasa and the mbran kasa. The Supreme Court, the cause of the land, have made pronouncement on the fate of the former Chief Justice. Say onufo say je cause hanu on the arbitral obe exhaust all the available remedies. No obe call Supreme Court away ECOWAS quarter. That does not prevent us from making progress as a country after there's the pronouncement on the case. In the I think the speaker could have put it any better. Work out, I listened to Afenyo Markin. He was emphatic, said they will work out. They will sit and make their statement. As for the workout, it's out.
That's right.
And when I heard finally about working out, he lacks integrity. That's why at any point I'm saying the guy is no leader. And if he continues like this, by the time he may be 4 years, there will be no MPP because at any time, Afenyo Markin back as a it's like he's a campaign manager for the NDC. He made the MP look unattractive. And I don't know why everybody sits down looking at things and say, MPP, or good MPP in Massive. Those learned community, they be able to Afenyo Kasa, no more shareable language. They bargain for within the space of intellectualism. And to me, what Afenyo Markin I wasn't surprised because I'm trusting. And we're confirming the distrust that we were and what the wire sunu it will go a long way to undermine the credibility of the new political party on when Yakunya or Damanu as a minority leader.
Right. I'm still live on the radio on 92.3 FM.
Now I'm Pini Kacharo.
That's right.
And that Ubo went to me general manager. Can some oka or send you don't want fat on Tanasi no be banana for almost so dear. Yadnico prison we my many before a fancy Baumiaka. No for Baumiaka was why you need to him. I ain't or send you don't want for me.
That's right.
Eh, or we a person who echo prison the Brabaka campaign team no. Campaign team no so a bus back one Baumia Timbi. Wouldn't give us a him.
Baumia and a month.
I don't know man for say. Mo yire mo ni mo man no for saka no munuye. And people for the kind.
Good job.
Aye. Enti di omu ya say go mu piano ko prison we are. Near hand over my Baumia bus. Na feel be CSC. Baumia bus na mfa na. Near na come adutwum doctor. So no ya adutwum for mutimi ye. Enti me nia MPP phone ni say ye ka say yen camera. Na obana ya see omo best lawyer de Uganda. No busa Roger Betinu say where do you come from to Kolebu?
That's right.
We mu say we nyansa for lawyers. Nanka omo ye justice Atuguba.
That's right.
Na ye di asem ne kokota. Na atachi agina all the me lord sa ni ya jeri nipa no. Ni ya jeri sa journalist no.
That's right.
Me lord sa ni ya jeri no. Etu ye nyansa ni na ko mo ho a ombe ye apam wa frim. As if ya former attorney general ayi kweotu. O jina ho say minia for chairman na name birthday.
That's right.
So one guy brand here mama ya. Sa nyansa ni ne pam ni fi aban ni mu ya man appointment bia biem. Sa we mu sa no musu ban city. Na nka appoint nyansa ni ye bo a. So o me ye judge o man mu. No awuru say Jesus okura fence say Ghana card na sefo covid nyina no jeri asofo na sefo nyina. Ai. There's a name ya boa obi di asem quarter obeka na montin say o man $5 million. Sasa no ye peja.
That's right.
Some people for we mu. Sa Afenyo market nim nyansa nti ndi o manim. Ntanya me wonwa say general say dun katia ka say na akufo do ka chen say opetumi a fa nkwasiafo. Na gitumi. Ntanya me wonwa say san krofo ni nyina abo mo ano. Na nkanim guase a Afenyo market say di manipa 87 no. Enti pani bi antimi friend say jade na wo ye nima say. MPP and NDC atena hoda na ye less than 106 MPs. But you are Juma Minister of Education boy. Helen Dusu. Oh, interpreting laws not to say yes on Mudoka.
That's right.
Now, I be kwa we kura hwe they are too forcing.
Ebe ye.
anya nipa dodo na hia o anyansafo ti se party composition na MP makuma 87 no na ma adwen asai egum wani mu asechiro man last come this year
Mera say kujo adukro na woti until say ye be yin edi fi ho because that office a political office ni nkrofo no should need power. And why do you still keep him there? Tieno.
See, last week I told you that I suspected collusion between Kesi Ejabin and Ken Oforiatta. There you have it. You see Gbeshi or Popo Blibli has caught Kesi Ejabin to come and confess. You heard his statement. He said he watched Ken Oforiatta leave. He watched leave. He was powerless to prevent it. He went to immigration service, didn't get help. He went to NIB, didn't get help. When the obvious answer and the best was around, that tell the sovereign, the owner of the country, the ultimate decider of things in this republic, that is the people of Ghana. That is the people of Ghana. Look, so let's not forget, Kesi Ejabin is a first-class graduate of law. And Kesi doesn't understand the constitution, that the ultimate decider of major decisions in Ghana is the public. Inform the people. That is the preamble to the constitution. Sovereignty resides in the people of Ghana. Article 1, Clause 1. Sovereignty resides in the people of Ghana, and for whose benefit, blah, 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 the power is exercised. Then you go to Article 125. And then the other day, of course, Adam Senanu added Article 35 for us. And even apart from using the word sovereignty, there are many other provisions of the Constitution that show that when you have difficulty, go to the public. Transparency. I told you Kesi Ejabin is more corrupt than Ken.
FM 92.3.
Right. That's why uncle.
Alaska. About Ken Oforiatta Kesi. Let me take you to Ghana's Extradition Act. Your Extradition Act 1960, Act 2022. Now, under that law, no, actually say, on mine as a Ghana, or request from another country, when we establish, say, Nipana make a request or no, or a criminal fugitive. Just say, what mine from the here say, but I say, I was say, you born ba na. On my bra and in a decent sepata. And before which my and never say near the person's apprehension. Like the AG say no, and age betty my BC, there should be a charge sheet from the OSP's office.
Okay.
I just say, Kwe do A B C the near their book can offer 10 you want say a channel. Based on that, and the AG's office can now make an official diplomatic request to the U.S. state agency to release Ken to Ghana to face criminal charges under the laws of this country. As I speak to you, there hasn't been any such thing. Now, OSP is telling us, say, early January, and I can seek official permission from the chief of staff. Say, or was seeking medical attention at U.S. Now, where I side with Lawyer Pebu is that at what point, and OSP who say, Kwe I was say the book Ken Oforiatta because of Bonnie Wedi.
Okay.
Was it after Ken left, or even before the exit of Ken Oyawe? And I can tell you from the facts that I have, it means that even
I was for any anti that information and not any answer Petuano. Sisi no akwa say Afenyo markets and akwa say unya issue fear unya ni issue no fee oba so bia hine bufu na wa betena ho na okeka ndi open kwa wa hwe nyema mokoye no vetting ene nyema moye no vetting sebi unyansa bempa ne wo mutimi den ekache ewa amokwa koyere maka wasenka omani short and brief no na the majority class are in a short and brief no matter as another bisa aye the nominee justice aye ba for boni questions no mundi almost one na bantasa But you, Afenyo Markins, you know, and you are a lawyer. What's about being majority leader as I am minority? Into one name, Asa Common School. So I didn't know in some person can. You need say any quan say Rebecca Parliament during waiting a person of the That's why I'm my young and one shame a year. Afenyo Markins crying. Now, so these people know your idea. No more fighting the Chief Justice Tokono, the former, because President John Dramani made a nephew as a CG, and he said the acting CG no more vetting no obey the CG for the Republic of Ghana. The way a Barbarian serve Ghana, and now it was served as a justice, it was Supreme Court and never. Nenso mucha faho mama mi Afenyo get to Tokono and then ABD ACG then time for almost 8 years. Papa itio madisa ma bene the age of about 69 years. That's 69 years obedi chief justice for almost 1 year. But we know said John Dramani yes and in the action in Unyam because one bread pa nanzo mo die it doesn't name say baby na e be jelemunti you are afraid and we demonstration Afenyo Markins should be assume police assume because you people know say talk of ba mo nyina ni noise samu make okrom no mo ni pa mo kwama no see no matter the noises that you make, the law is still the law. It's still the law. So Nima mo yisi na ankasanga. The thing in na wa hifa go entiasia. No we no kase. The entire case na see between Parliament, Afenyo Markins and a Supreme Court and CJ Tokono down no. She send ya mami is ruling against a Parliament. It's no mean and quite we see because the father of Parliament Speaker Bagbin catch Afenyo Markins ni a Supreme Court say yeah no be happy within be happy within and you farm runner or a honorable me bunkam so any ni kwan kura Speaker Bagbin the Afenyo Markins a faso about Parliamentary court and see in court no court and be Parliament na Debbie Obia a Juma. That's why we have the 3 arms of government. No, Obia in Juma, Unti Meche, and Baku Meche, senior Mimi, and for me, a Juma, Obia in Juma. Or moving a normal discussing about a Chief Justice, former Chief Justice, enemy boy. Allegedly, seek $5 million on J. Just as a scandal beer. Ne what she say no matter about one thing and discuss about it no. Yet that information is now and no sheep. On we no compare out of us and Oforiata. Wine pan or share all performing well. Checking the dollar rate, checking the inflation. Now yeah, it's me way me say out of us within 10 or 9 months or get it to 10 months no. Afenyo Markins I had the sorry, at first I had the because we compare of real time nima boni our year na no ye penalty no kwampo bisa no question compare ye no a question US say you can so and all chilling and we make some excuses medium yare medium see ye bet you be yare. So these are the things that I'm discuss here. Na ano she by bit minding a chair drink another comments a bit share more down for so you be Alpha OneTV Akroma.